Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome, everyone, to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a team from the American, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mountaineers ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Dropping back, it's Harold. Got a man, it's Olsen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The 49ers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So Appalachian State's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. With the catch, it's Strowman. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll leave it with him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the 49ers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Harold. Makes the grab on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The 49ers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the 49ers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it to the right. Finds a little space. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space, it's Roberts. Turning on the Jets. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Just when they're looking run, now up top. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the returner will be knocked down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Catch in the middle. It's McGowan. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. The 49ers in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Harrell. That's caught. It's Olsen. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gets away from one. He's got space. Touchdown, Charlotte. Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. On the ground, it's Roberts. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Dozier. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, AppSt! They move on top here in the fourth. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Rutledge. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Harrell. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And the 49ers line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs. And
oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Picks up the first down, still moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. It's a seam wide open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line. They'll try the run.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Illinois is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 28 over the Rebels. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Niners.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the point after is good. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Finds the tight end.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Makes the catch, it's Olsen. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Trying to keep this drive alive. The 49ers get it past the sticks.
And that was priority number 1. I don't care if he was tackled inbounds. It doesn't really matter. You got the 1st down. The clock stops. Let's get organized now and understand what parts of the field we need to attack without any timeouts.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Olsen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. play-action fake. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they're down by 1 possession, trailing here late, guys. They need a completion here. They've thrown 3 straight incomplete. This is the play that all 11 guys on offense have got to lock in.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.